I think he got knocked out in the first, knocked out multiple times in the second, and then it was stopped. Were you expecting him to at least, just have a little bit more resilience?
Probably a little bit more resistance, but of course, once that one shot, you don't know how you're going to react once you get hit with that shot. I mean, Joe Smith's been in there with some punchers, but he ain't never been in there with a puncher. 17 now, 18 with 18 KO, bro. Like, it's a different type of power. It's studying. It's like getting hit with a sledgehammer, bro. I've been in the ring with a puncher of that nature in Vodnikov. But Vodnikov, I don't believe, had the technical skills that of a Beterbiev. And it's funny because during the broadcast, I just saw it, I knew it. Because I study a lot of film. So I'm not talking out of my ass. I study film. That's what I do, bro. Constantly studying film. I knew the right hand was going to be money because you take the jab away and you learn this as an amateur. Smith didn't have that amateur pedigree. He's jabbing, yes, he's following the game plan, but as soon as he closes the distance on him and, a little bit of movement, and then Beterbiev goes this way, over the top, I knew the right hand was going to take the jab away immediately. And as soon as he landed that right hand, the whole fight changed. Because the game plan of Joe Smith went out the window. He wanted to get back.
You used an interesting parallel between yourself and Vodnikov. Now, would you say someone like Bivol, who has the boxing skill, would that offset the power punching of a Beterbiev?
Of course. Bivol is a very tough matchup. It'll be, I think, I haven't looked at film, but I can just tell you this. Bivol lead hand, and I know that Beterbiev uses that high guard constantly. Yes, he showed little wrinkles in moving and stuff like that, but having that strong foundation, amateur pedigree, also having an educated jab and footwork, in and out footwork, that can keep Beterbiev off balance. I'm telling you, man, it can keep him off balance.
So who would you favor?
Who would I favor? Right off the gate, I would honestly favor the boxer. I do boxer. I look at history, man. I said before this fight, man, like, if you really look at history, man, and you really study film, and you look at two power punchers, pressure fighters, when they face each other, the one that's more technical is going to win the match. 1, 2, it's not going to go past 6 rounds. It's not going to go past 6 rounds at all. Two power punches. So I looked at George Foreman when he fought against Ron Lyle. 2 power punchers. I went under 6. I looked at Joe Louis, George Foreman. I didn't go past 6. I looked at McCullough and Julian Jackson. That didn't go past 6. The second one didn't go past 6 either. I was just looking at the history and saying, you know what? I don't think this fight is going past 6 rounds, to be honest with you. And if you look at the breakdown, I said, it's not going to go past 6 rounds. It's not going to go past 6 rounds, and I'm going to favor Beterbiev. Now, Smith, of course, you got to give him respect. He can punch. We've seen Beterbiev hurt. He wasn't able to land his punch. He wasn't able to land his right hand, which is bread and butter. I think early in the round, I really do think that he did buzz Beterbiev a little bit. I saw his legs a little dance.
He actually did admit it a little bit.
Yeah, I saw it. I didn't get a chance because I think it was either Trey or Cesar saying it, but I did see it. I saw that little while before a split second, but it woke him up.
It woke him up, right? It woke him up. So officially, for right now, you'll be taking Bivol over Beterbiev.
Yeah, I would, because he's active. Like Bivol has a lot of toughness too to go along with him, especially when he fought against Canelo. I don't think he can stay on the ropes, man, and that's the biggest issue that I see with Bivol having against this guy. You get on the ropes, bro, against a power puncher like this, he's gonna destroy you. He's gonna ground and pound you, bro. So that's the only issue that I see. If he keeps the fight in the center of the ring, use his legs, and frustrate Beterbiev and catch him as he's coming in and control him outside and isolate him and make him pull up that high guard so he can take advantage of it, similar to Canelo, he can beat him. He can beat him, bro. But it's a 50-50 fight. You got the puncher versus the boxer puncher. It's a great style matchup. Grit versus grit, whatever you want to call it. But I'm gonna favor, for me right now, without looking at film, I'm gonna say I favor Bivol slightly.
If we put Bivol to the side for now, because there's a possibility that he could end up rematching Canelo somewhere down the line. So if that fight doesn't happen between Bivol and Beterbiev, Anthony Yarde was here watching ringside. He wants his crack at Beterbiev. Do you think he has a chance? How do you see that fight?
You always got a chance when you step foot in the ring and you can punch as hard as Anthony Yarde. So you always got a chance, and he does have speed. But you know that pressure, man, and we've seen it in the past, it's still a weakness for Anthony Yarde, bro. You push the pace on him, you bag him up, put him on his bike, rough him up in the inside. You don't have the best inside game, you can beat him. Oh, he got some flashy combinations, beautiful combinations, but all that get caught on that, and then boom, 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 you're getting hit. You know, you're getting weak both angles. Not only you swinging, you're swinging, you're missing, or you're hitting something, a brick wall, and then you're getting hit in the process.
Tim, do you feel like Anthony Yarde has learned from the Fortuna fight that he can use going into the ring against a guy like Beterbiev?
You know what? Honestly, I'm thinking, reliving the Kovalev fight in my mind. So I haven't had a chance to see his recent fights, but I don't know. It's hard for me to answer that question because I haven't really seen him. I want to give him a fair shake.
Okay. Well, hypothetically, can you craft a game plan for an Anthony Yarde or even a Bivol to defeat Beterbiev? Would you tell him to develop would you tell him to invest in the body to minimize the strength?
I mean, you're gonna have to. You gotta break that dude down, bro. If you don't break him down, he's gonna just keep becoming a monster, bro. But you gotta understand when. You gotta understand the right time to do it.
He's a strong jabber. So how would you get under that?
Well, he's a strong jabber, but sometimes he does leave his feet when he jabs. He throws like a gazelle jab. He'll leave his feet and he'll lunge forward. So you can catch him. He's off balance in that process. When your feet are up in the air, bro, you're off balance. So if you hit him with a clean shot, he goes down. Now you up on the scorecards at least that round. But you got to take advantage of when he makes mistakes, man, and when he puts that high guard up. And so if you occupy him busy, don't get too crazy with power. That's the problem. Guys get too crazy with power. When you throw with power, if you automatically close the distance. It's an automatic, bro. You know, and when you get mid-range with that guy, bro, or inside, he chops you up, bro. You know, and you gotta be defensive athletes. When you throw, you move, I'm gonna tie you up. You know, so there's always tactics, bro, but you got to get somebody that's supremely focused, someone that's supremely skilled, someone that can do a little bit of everything. I don't know if Yarde's that guy. Yarde is not that great off his back foot, bro.
And with that being said, okay.
Today's ring looked kind of small.
It wasn't small.
It seemed like
20, I think probably 20 or 22 inside. It ain't small.
Do you feel like in his fight, Beterbiev, was he really tested? Would you say? I know. It seemed like a dominant win.
He was tested. He was tested in the gym. He was tested mentally. I mean, he had a guy in there that could punch. So he knew he had to be alert, and he knew he had to come in with a great game plan to be able to pull off the victory. You know, and he did that. So,
it looked easy too.
It was easy work. It was easy work for him. That's the importance of having great fundamentals and understanding tactics, man. And what I mean by tactics, and I keep saying this over and over, it's like tactically, it's about knowing when to do certain things, bro. Fighters, we feel like doing that, bro. A lot of fighters feel like doing that, knowing what to do at the right time. You know, the greatest fighters in the world, like Floyd and you know, Andre Ward and Roy, all them guys, they know what to do at the right time. You know, what to do, how to control, how to do this, how to control this, how to control the arm in the inside. If you're getting hit with a shot, oh, I know what I got to do. I got to move the opposite way. How to deal with the Philly shell, how to deal with a high guard. Like all these different tactics, you got to learn, and you learn that along the way in boxing. Amateur pedigree is important. You got to be trained, you got to go through the ropes, and you develop natural instincts. Oh shit, the jab coming? I thought it's natural. You don't even gotta think about it. You know, you don't have to think about it at all. You know, the jab was slip, body shot. You know, it's become muscle memory. That's the difference. So Joe Smith tonight, don't have that. He's still someone who's learning on the job. Yes, he has a lot of experience as far as being a professional goes, but he didn't have a deep amateur resume, bro. You know what I'm saying? So he was an Olympian. It's different, bro. Skill set is completely different.
Definitely levels to it.
Tim,
Levels of the game.
Tim, how do you think he'll do at cruiserweight or heavyweight?
I think he'll do fine. The dude was an Olympian at that. He fought as an Olympian in a higher weight class, light heavyweight and up heavyweight.
He actually did say that if he becomes undisputed, he'll move up to cruiserweight. He said he'll think about moving up to heavyweight also.
Yeah, I know, because he's already done that. That dude's already done that. So, like, he's a big guy shrinking down. That's why he's so damn strong. And again, I'm gonna use myself as a comparison. I fought at 52 and I shrunk down to 140. So like I was physically strong, dude, at 140. So I was a tough load to deal with. And I had to lose 70% of gravity, but enough about myself. That's what it is with him. He's big, like naturally big. I'm probably sure he walks around 200, and comes down to 75, and he's strong. And for some apparent reason, man, that DNA, that Russian DNA is different, bro. It's different, man. And I don't mean that to offend anybody, because I know there's a lot of people out there that get offended when people say stuff that's just real. Anyways, but it's just different, bro. Like for real. I shook his hand. His hand was heavy. His hand was this damn big. I was like, golly. He shook my hand. I said, man, hey. Look, Michaela, look at his hands, dude. Can you imagine getting hit with that fist? And then I already know how small the gloves are. And then you put the cast on with the tape, and you put that big fist inside that glove. It's like, trust me, it's like you trying to fit that glove on, bro. Like, I'm pretty sure the trainer got to really hold that glove to get his hand in that damn glove. And it don't even fit all the way in there, bro. And you getting clubbed with that, man.
When you look at Beterbiev, obviously everybody's going to look at he has 18 wins, 18 knockouts, so everybody's going to say he hits extremely hard. But can you kind of talk about like some of the small intricacies and like some of the small nuances of his game that that makes him more than just a puncher?
So one thing is that a lot of people don't realize is that he uses a lot of misdirection. He didn't have to do that today. He was just taking advantage of the fact that he had an inexperienced guy in there as far as skills. That's what he's taking advantage of. But you go back and watch little small subtle movements to get your guard out of position. So if you got your high guard and he needs to move it, he'll do little feints and come up and attack you when he sees the openings. So that's one thing that he does that nobody understands or give him credit for. So he's very cerebral inside of there, man. Very creative. If you see him step back and drop his hands, he's looking to lure you in. That means he's looking to box. So he's using a low guard to force you to come in and hit him. So then he can set up his counters over the top or punch while you're punching in between shots. He's learned that aspect of the game as well. And his jab, the way he shoots his jab, he steps through his opponent. He stepped through him. Now sometimes he might misjudge the distance and he'll lunge in and lunge forward. He does. No one's perfect. No one's perfect. But when he lunges in, it's so fast or so rapid, he bumps the guy off balance. He bumps you off balance. Then when he gets in the inside, he's mauling you. He's mauling you in the inside, getting control. And then when he's punching, he's not loading up. It's just doom, 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 just short, quick, accurate shots in the inside, man. Tough to deal with because you don't have a guy that's loading up. So it's hard to really see those shots coming, bro. So and then I hear all this low. Oh, he squares up. He squares up. Yeah, he does square up. He's cornering you. He's cornering you. That's what he's doing. He understands exactly what he's doing.
Tim, you talked about the feints.
Bivol
is another guy who kind of uses feints a lot with his feet.
But see, the feints will create hesitation. So the feints, what that does is it throws off your rhythm. When you see guys using the jab, that'll throw off your rhythm. You hit with the jab, damn, I gotta reset. All right, gotta think of something else. But then with the feints, the same thing. You throw a feint, he's got to react to it. He's like, oh, okay, all right, something's coming. He's anticipating something. But you're able to, he has to reevaluate everything when you throw feints. So it's a good thing to use against a guy like him. You gotta keep him off balance, man. You have to keep him picking up his feet. Because if you stand right there in front of him, good night, dog.
With that fight, with Dirrell and Beterbiev, how does that fight play out for you?
I don't know. Honestly, I haven't looked at Bivol, like, I know what Bivol can do, but I gotta see the holes. I gotta see the holes, and I gotta see where. Okay, and I gotta see where Bivol is weak, where Beterbiev can take advantage of him, and vice versa. You know what I mean? So I'm looking for weaknesses by both guys, and then I'm looking for their strengths and see which one can do it and knows how to do it. And I'm looking at something, you know, I'm looking at their fights repetitively and saying, damn, he's able to land that right hand again against that jab. So I expect them to try to do the same thing similar, but the problem is that Bivol has great feet, man. Great feet. And then he stays close enough to be able to counter you too. So that's the difference, man. You got to keep that guy honest. And Bivol Bivol won't throw with power, you know. He'll maintain his business. He'll maintain his distance, just as he did with Canelo. And that's what you got to do. You get a guy defensive, especially a guy like Beterbiev, and he uses that high guard. And if you can bring that velvet forward like this, you got him. He's out of peak. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What is he gonna do, bro?
That's the perfect segue. We all know that Canelo lost to Bivol, but can you see in a world where Canelo fights Beterbiev and he actually picks up that win, or do you think Beterbiev is just too
talking
much?
about Canelo versus
Beterbiev.
Beterbiev. I don't see. I gotta see. If Canelo gotta fight Triple G. That's who he gotta fight. You know, so I'm expecting a better Canelo this time around. I'm pretty sure he learned, like, okay, your two strategies that you normally use, that joint didn't work against people. It didn't work. Yeah, that walk you down high guard, entice you, beat you on the shoulder, all that shit didn't work. And then the stay on the ropes and play rope-a-dope and try to, you know, bait you in so you can land a big shot. That didn't work. Canelo got to get back moving his feet, man. He got to get back on that bike, moving here, moving there, subtle movement, bro. He got to get back to his craft. He got too comfortable knocking guys out, bro.
I know you gotta go, so this will be my last thing. But I'd love to know how a matchup between Beterbiev and Andre Ward would have played out.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't even want to fathom that, bro. I don't. Andre Ward is retired. I'm gonna leave him retired. Leave my brother alone. Don't even want to talk about that. Don't even go down that lane.
I respect it.
At the end of the day,
Haney's performance against Kambosos.
it was fantastic. You didn't hear the call? I was so one-sided. I was so biased. You know, Haney's black. I'm black. You heard that too. I'm going for Haney because he's black. Pretty much, you know. I mean, I hear it all. I see it all. I read it all. I understand. So, yeah.
Same result rematch, right?
What do you think?
Not even close.
It's gonna be another one, another beatdown.
How do you think?
I just put it this way. I talked to Andre Ward, and Andre Ward ain't told me that one. So I don't care what Floyd is saying. I don't care what the conversation. I don't know what they talk about, but I can just tell you this: Andre Ward is a bad man. He's still a bad man today, bro. Don't let him fool you. That boy stays in shape.
How does Yarde match up with Beterbiev?
Who?
Yarde.
Oh, it's gonna be good. We'll see y'all later, man.